Hey my loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jesylee, and in this video I am here to talk about confidence. So if you're lacking confidence and you're wanting to know and learn how to gain the confidence, then this video is for you, so stay tuned. I just want to let you know that yes, I am outside, so there might be a little bit of background noise, so apologies. I'm currently road tripping. I'm camping up north of Australia, which is a huge manifestation in itself, so I'm really excited to be here, but it does mean that I'm out in nature, which there's going to be a lot of noise, so I'm really sorry for that. Also, I just want to let you know that I do have a couple of positions available, spots available for my 6-week immersion. It's my signature program where it involves 6 weeks of one-on-one coaching by yours truly. We do completely transformational work. Like, I incorporate subconscious, we reprogram the subconscious mind. I incorporate healing modalities, and it's really for someone who is wanting or who is ready to transform, completely transform from the inside out. So if you're wanting to gain confidence, then this program will absolutely help you, because I will go through in depth my 3-step method to gaining confidence, which I'll briefly talk about in this video. But if this is something you want to go in depth, really deeply, and personally, then this program is definitely for you. So I'll leave a link below so you can click to apply. And lastly, I have my Facebook group, which is Mindset and Manifestation. It is a beautiful community. If you want to join, it's all free. I go live every week with the new training videos, so that is also available. And sorry, lastly, just click on the subscribe button if you like my videos, like and comment. I love reaching out and talking to you guys, and that's what I'm here for, and that's what I love doing. So I'd love to communicate with you guys and connect. So if you're wanting to gain confidence, then this video is for you. Let's get into it. And I received this as a download when I was driving up to my next stop, and it was like shouting at me, you need to talk about confidence. And I think it's a really big thing that a lot of people are really seeking at the moment, especially when, as a collective, we're gaining, we're waking up, we're, like expanding, and with expansion comes like breaking down the old and rebuilding the new. And something that I experienced was confidence. Like, when I started this business, my confidence went so downhill, because I was like, okay, what the hell? I obviously don't really have as much confidence or self-worth that I thought I did. And this is because this is when I implemented this 3-step method, which completely transformed my mindset, which completely transformed my confidence, and helped me really deeply feel confident and worthy, and helped me feel good enough and confident in my skin, right? And that's what we're all wanting, and that's what we're here for, and that's why you're here in this video. So my 3-step method is the like, know, trust method. If you've watched my videos previously, I have definitely talked about this, and this is like my signature methods. Like, this is something that I swear by. So I definitely recommend you really take these steps on board, but I will go through them, each of them. But before I do, I just want to briefly explain why we don't feel confident, or where this kind of stems from. So the main reason we don't feel confident is because we don't feel worthy, or we don't feel good enough. So whether you're trying to start a business, maybe you're wanting to get into a relationship, maybe you're wanting to apply for a new job, or maybe you just want to feel more confident, you're sick of doubting yourself, then most of it, if not all of it, really stems from one place, and that one place is not feeling worthy enough, not feeling good enough. And the reason why we don't feel good enough is because there is always going to be at least one or multiple event that has occurred in our life where it made us feel like we weren't good enough, or we weren't worthy enough. So if you can imagine an experience that has happened in your life that is really made you feel a certain way, and that certain way is not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy enough. So what we do is we suppress these emotions, we bury them, and we bury our self-identity and who we really are to protect us from ever feeling like that again. And that's when we start to seek validation from other people. That's when we start to people please, and that's when these reoccurring thoughts and beliefs of not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy enough, you know, self-doubt, self-sabotaging behaviours really play a part in our life. So I just wanted to say that. And the thing is, from this, it could be one simple event, like it could be one event that has happened in your life that has really destroyed your confidence. And this can happen. It's very common to happen. And I got bullied in school, so that completely destroyed my confidence. And I feel like bullying is really, what's the word? Common. That's what I was going to say. Bullying is really common. It's really common. And that's what did it for me. I've completely destroyed my confidence. So anyway, and this can play out in all areas of life. In our relationships, in our family, in our friendships, even from strangers. And when you think about your relationship with yourself and your confidence and your self-worth, what you truly believe within will manifest and attract outwards. So that's why it's really important to gain confidence, especially when you're trying to manifest, when you're wanting to manifest a specific person, or you're wanting to manifest more money or a job or a house. Then you really need to have that confidence to back yourself up, because whatever you feel within is what you're going to attract outwards. So, with that being said, let's get into the 3-step method. So my 3-step method is the like, know, trust method. And I don't know why I say like, know, trust when it should be know, like, trust, but like, know, trust sounds better. But it all coincides with each other. And the first one is knowing yourself. If you don't know yourself, then how are you going to like yourself? And if you don't like yourself, how are you going to trust yourself? Now, the main thing that we, especially with manifestation, is that I've noticed is that we don't trust ourselves. And when we don't trust ourselves, we don't trust our manifestation. And in order for us to trust ourselves, we need to like ourselves. In order for us to like ourselves, we need to get to know ourselves. So starting from ground one, and maybe you have one, maybe you know yourself, but you don't like yourself, you don't trust yourself. Maybe you know yourself and you like yourself, but you still haven't gained that trust. So whatever stage you're at, it works for everyone. And stage one is getting to know yourself. Getting to know yourself is like going on a date with yourself. I know it's crazy, but seriously, going on a date with yourself is like the easiest, most quickest way you're going to get to know yourself. And I know this sounds silly, but a lot of people don't actually know themselves. It's insane. And that's one thing that I experienced. I had no idea who I was. I didn't know myself because I'd buried who I was. I'd buried my own self-identity. I buried who I truly, authentically was. Oh my God, this beautiful butterfly. I buried who I was, so I didn't know who I was. And so it was peeling back those layers, and it was getting to know myself was step one. So I acted as though I was on a date with myself, and that meant pushing everything else aside that didn't matter, boys, whatever. And trust me, if you're trying to manifest a relationship, this will work. This will absolutely work. So act as though you're going on a date with yourself. If you're going on a date with someone else, what would you do? You would get to know them first. You would ask them questions. You would maybe take them out on a date. You would pay attention to them. You would invest your time, your energy, your effort into getting to know this person. It is the exact same thing with yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to know what you like. Get to know what you don't like. Get to know what pisses you off. Get to know what makes you happy. Get to know, the things that you enjoy doing on a daily. Get to know what you like in a relationship. If you were to go explore relationships. Get to know what you like on a, creatively. Get to know yourself on a deeper level. Spend time with yourself, because you are your greatest investment. When you get to know yourself, that's when you will start to like yourself, which is, step 2. When you get to know yourself, you start to like yourself. You start to like the things that you do. You start to like the things that you say. You start to like, the things that you talk about or whatever, right? You start to like yourself. You really start to like yourself. I know this sounds so cheesy, but it's honestly so powerful, guys. It's so powerful. When I first started manifesting, I did this work. And trust me, it was so crazy. I took myself out on dates to cinemas. I would always check in with myself. I would ask myself, okay, how are you doing today? How do you feel today? Do you not feel good? Okay, I don't feel good. Why don't I feel good? And one thing was, a huge part at that point was the job that I was in. I was really unhappy with my 9-to-5 job. And I knew I was unhappy, but I really had that conversation with myself. Why am I unhappy? What's going on in my life? What's not serving me? And you build that trust and you start to like yourself. And when you start to like yourself, that's when you start to trust yourself. You start to trust the things that you do. You start to back yourself. You start to deeply feel confident. And I'm telling you guys, once you do these steps, it really works. It really works. You build the confidence. So get to know yourself is ground 1. It is, and the clients that I've had, they honestly don't know themselves very well, and there's no shame to that. It's actually really exciting, because you start to get to know yourself. You start to explore the things that you like, the things that you don't like. And when you do this work, this is where you start to create new experiences for yourself, like things that you didn't think that you liked before, you now like. And one thing for me was camping. I never realized I liked camping until I really took the time to camp, right? I asked myself, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try camping. So take that time and really get to know yourself. Build a relationship with yourself, because once you build that relationship with yourself, once you work on yourself, you build this trust. You build a really strong trust. And when it comes to manifestation, you back yourself up, right? Because you have the deep inner sense of knowing. You have that deep inner sense of like worthiness. You back yourself up. So when you're wanting to manifest money, you, rather than, before you did the work, you would be like, well, there's no way, how am I going to get the money? You start to doubt yourself. You start to question where is it going to come? You start, playing with the middle, on the how's it going to come about? And all these things start to come in. But when you really trust yourself, those things don't matter. They don't even come into your perception. You don't even think about it. You just know. It's like you're backing yourself up, because you have that deep trust and confidence. And this comes with manifestation. Everything that I manifest is just a deep inner knowing that I am going to manifest it, that it is mine. That when I set my mind to it, when I set the intentions that it's going to manifest, it has to. And that's just a deep inner knowing. And that's where confidence comes in. So when you're wanting to apply for a job, for instance, you have that deep confidence within yourself that I'm going to get this job. So I hope that makes sense. But when you do the work, when you do the 3-step method, your life, it will truly change. I can guarantee you that. So I hope that's made sense. last thing I will say is that your reality, your life, is just an internal reflection. So whatever you're manifesting, whatever conversations you have internally, whatever you feel internally, is what's going to manifest externally. Your reality at this very point in time is just a manifestation. It is your manifestation. Like me being here in this campsite is a manifestation of mine. I manifested being here. When we lack the confidence, when we self-doubt, when we really feel unworthy or we don't feel good enough for things, it does 100% play out in your reality. So it's really important that you build that confidence, you build that trust, that relationship within, so that when you're manifesting or when you're going about your life, that your internal reflection, your internal beliefs, your internal conversation will manifest externally. And you may not realize, or if you're not completely into manifestation, or people that are, on autopilot, that aren't awake, that don't know about, them being able to create their reality, they're manifesting their reality regardless of whether they're aware of it or not, based on their internal conversations, based on their internal beliefs, based on their internal assumption. And throughout my whole experience with the law of attraction, with manifestation, with spirituality, I've found that in particular with manifestation, that the results that I've received with my manifestation and how fast they come, and the efficiency, has been from the confidence that I've had internally, from the deep inner knowing. And I'll give you a really quick story. So I started manifesting, and I was just purely into manifesting at the start, and I had no confidence, I had no self-worth, I pretty much did not like myself. I judged myself, I criticized myself so freaking much. And until I started really building up my confidence, doing the 3-step method, that's when I started to see results with my manifestation. That's when I manifested $10,000. I manifested, apartment, all these crazy things, a relationship. I've done it all. And the shift was doing that inner work and building the confidence and doing the 3-step method. But before that, I was really struggling because I just didn't trust myself. I doubted myself at every possible moment. I noticed the lack in my manifestations. I just doubted myself. All of that came up, right? So that's why it's really important to do the inner work, because we manifest, we attract our reality from our internal beliefs. And that's where confidence comes in. When you can really know, like, and trust yourself, then you're really able to transform your life and manifest the things that you want. So I hope this video has helped. I would love for you to comment if any, what resonated with you the most, maybe if it all resonated with you. And again, I have my 6-week immersion. If you are interested in completely transforming your life, then book in or apply below. I will leave the link in the show notes, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.